Bruce Lee, immortal.
A UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed. It was the charisma. It was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's going to look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 167 pounds. Assassin! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway. Ready. All right, let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is. And this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC. Big punch lands. Ooh.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And they separate. Now connects with a right. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Rips the body there. Straight right, he misses. Lands a big elbow there. Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Oh, straight right. Got the single collar tie.
In the clinch, big body punch, digging his entire hip into every single strike.
Oh, going to the head kick, now it's there. Over under here in the clinch, DC. We'll see how both fighters choose to attack.
It's as even as it gets in fighting. Chest to chest, one underhook here, one underhook there. Overhook, overhook. Who's gonna explode into a takedown from this position? He's so committed to body punching.
And he comes through with a big knee. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Block that kick to the body.
Big kick lands.
Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, that's a big hook to the chin. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And he landed the right hand there.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
He's grabbing the back of the head, pulling forward on the head, and then landing those beautiful punches. Really's got his opponent on notice here.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
You got this, okay? You got it.
Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
Oh, head kick blocked by Lee. And they separate. Outstanding kick there by Lee. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Fighters back to their feet here. Lands with it. There, DC, he is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Big knee to the body. Blocks that strike. Big elbow there, lands. Oh! Wow!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Final seconds of round one. What a round! All right, that's the end of 5 minutes. That's the end of the round. You see the cut on his lip, and that thing is only getting worse. Pretty nasty gash at this point in time. You know he's going to need some sutures after the fact. The focus right now, though, keeping his head in the game. Don't think about the cut. You got to think about getting your offense going and shoring up that defense to prevent that cut from getting any worse.
You're fine. You're still here right now. This next round, we're gonna...
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Able to check that kick as well. Beautiful hook. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. beautiful leg kick thrown.
Oh, effective strike there by Lee. Just a slip there.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. I mean, look at the commitment to kick in this fight. Wow, actually got the takedown.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Lee. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Lee's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle because the guy hit armbar. Attacking armbar.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, side control now. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Lee. Man, look at the redness now almost immediately on the right side of his body. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Lee. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Now trying to trap an arm.
An attacking armbar. There it is. He's on the armbar now.
Focus of this young fighter. You could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they match-make him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Assassin!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission.